Good morning, good morning. How is everyone doing? Sorry, I have been absentito. If that's even a word, it's not. Divine Comedian here. I was doing a really awesome video the other day, and the video just cut off because I guess I didn't have enough room in my phone, and I'm going on and on and on, and I'm making all these really awesome points, and I look up, and the video is just stopped, and I'm like, okay. So I cleaned up my phone, I did some thinking, and actually last night when I was cleaning off my reading table, I found my What's Brewing cards. I use them all the time, but today I wanted to pull them out and find out what is brewing. What's the first card up? Running away. Who's running away? Ooh. We are flipping out today a crush. Ooh, so divorce, breaking contract, marriage. That's not funny. I mean, it's never any funny. But when you're in the when you are in the twin flame collective, if this is resonating with you, let me just turn it here. If you're in that collective, you wanna see running away. You wanna see contracts ending. You want to see that because when you see that, that means that healing is taking place. And when healing is taking place, it's also validating your healing, and that you're on the right path and and that you're on the right journey. Okay, especially if you're with a twin flame, because then what you're doing is working. It's activating your twin, and everything is cool. So running away, but it's like running away towards a crush, breaking it. So let's find out. Let's get the karmic 411 out here, shall we? Let's get the karmic 411 and put some sentences to this reading. So, Spirit, what would you like to tell us about this twin flame collective? What is going on with this running away? Can you give us... You're like, you haven't used these cards in a while. Fear. I'm afraid the karmic might hurt herself on purpose. Okay. Can you clarify that a little bit? Thank you. We got 2. When I try to leave her, she suddenly acts sick and starts to play victim. Just know that me choosing to stay has nothing to do with you. Okay, so it looks like the Divine Masculine is saying, obviously, I'm afraid that, every single time this person tries to leave, they have a crush. They have this, we're going to get some language on the crush. Every single time they try to leave, there's always something. And I feel like it's not just a sickness, like a sniffle, hot chew, sickness. It's more of a sickness where it's something that is going to take a long time to either diagnose or to heal from. And for any Divine Masculines out there, for anyone who's dealing with something like this, if you're in a relationship that's toxic and that this is one of the tactics that people often use, not just in twin flame, Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine energy, but also within just a regular thing. If you're in a relationship with somebody who's toxic and they say to you, hey, I just got diagnosed with cancer, go to them with the doctor's appointment or see some sort of validation that they are actually have cancer. Do not be afraid to call someone out on that, especially if you're in a toxic relationship. And this is just a tactic to try to hold on to you, to try to keep your attention, to try to, get your guard down, to gain their sympathy. I'm not saying call the person a liar. We would never want to do something like that. Obviously, everybody wants to be supportive of everybody when they're sick and they're going through something. But when somebody's sick and they're going through something and it's a toxic connection and you already have your foot out the door or whatever it is, you can still be supportive, but you don't have to stay. Okay, and I'm not telling you to turn your back on somebody that's sick, that has cancer, that's mentally ill, whatever it is. There's help out there for people. Make sure, guide them towards getting that help, and then be on your merry way. Okay, because if it's, if it was a toxic, abusive relationship, you don't need to stay in that. I should say that louder for the people in the back. Okay, because as a reader, I read for plenty of people who are stuck in toxic relationships, and this toxic person just keeps coming back with more of this type of energy. Okay, whenever I try to leave her, suddenly the next 6 plays the victim. I'm afraid the karmic might hurt herself on purpose, especially with the hurt themselves on purpose. Doesn't necessarily mean an unaliving event. if you know what I mean. But it could mean that maybe they are, they broke their foot, they broke their arm, their hand, something that would disable them so that they can't work, so they can't do anything, to try to keep people stuck. So let's get the karmic 411 on this crush here. What's going on with the crush? It's just a little crush. Okay. Forced. She forces me to go everywhere with her. Okay. What else? I'm getting like, yes. Okay. Stressed out. My karmic is stressing me about you. She bugs. Okay. So it's kind of like everywhere they go, you're the person that is on their mind. But and they know this. The karmic knows this. They know that. So it's a constant, like of course they've had no choice but to fall back in love with you, or like start to build like a crush about you. The karmic is talking about you constantly all the time, and they don't see you as being evil. They don't see you as bringing up like, oh, what do you think, she's prettier than me? Or what do you think, she's better than me? Like, yeah, like they're actually starting to notice the qualities and miss the qualities of the good things about you, because this person is going crazy. She's been going through my phone. I had to clear my tracks. Ooh. So if you are in touch with I love these cards. Even though I haven't touched them in so long, they just love me. My karmic likes to start arguments over you all the damn time. I'm starting to believe she's obsessed with you. See, that's what I'm saying. Kept talking about you all the time, constantly. And I feel like it triggered your masculine or your person. If you're not in the Twin Flame Collective, this reading is collective, it's for everybody. That they just started to remember all the good times they had with you, all the good qualities that you have, the peace they had with you, the love they had with you. And now it's just kind of like just nothing but stress. And constantly being brought up all the time. And that is a really kind of like disgusting thing to happen in a relationship. Like if you're with somebody that you know is not good for you, whether it's a karmic or not, you need to learn lessons. Whatever it is, and you're thinking about somebody else and you're bringing up that other person in the relationship, or they're bringing them up in the relationship, then obviously, I'm sorry to say it, but this is what needs to happen, and you need to go and be with that other person. I'm just saying. Don't shoot the messenger, but I'm just saying. I feel like me and my karmic won't last. This relationship is only temporary. So that's coming in on divorce. It's only temporary. Oh, that one just flipped out. It's this one. Divine Feminine, I know it may not seem like I need you, but please pray for me. Pray I rise above these karmic ties. So it's kind of like, I'm getting out of this. I'm breaking out of this. I need you to pray for me. And, so this way I don't get sucked back in. It's special when we have this type of obsessive, crazy type of energy where they're like, I really still stand by a lot of people whose masculines or feminines are coming back. We both don't care on pursuing our personal happiness right now. We're both just settling. Okay, so, but settling, I'm picking up on the word settling, especially when it's coming in on divorce, ending contracts here, where it's settling, where, okay, we don't care how happy we're going to be with what we get. We're just settling. Like, fine, you want the house, take it. Fine, you want this such and such days with our kids, whatever, fine, just do it. Oh, okay, you want this, fine. Like, just settling. It doesn't matter. Happiness doesn't even matter, because the happiness is going to be away from that person, and the karmic knows it. And that's why it could be that, well, I'm gonna do something to myself, or I've hurt my leg, or now's not a good time to leave. So I feel like that's kind of like what's going on. I'm starting to realize that my karmic is my karma. I mean, do you need to put any more salad dressing on that salad? I'm starting to realize that my karmic is my karma. I've never seen this card in here before. I tried texting you and I almost got caught. I never have time to reply to you. I'm sorry. I have to leave you on red. Okay. Karma keeps me busy, so I have no time for anything. Okay. So again, these are all messages that are in aligned with what's going on. Where she's kind of forcing him or her to be around. The karmic is forcing him or her to be around all the time, going through the phone, checking things, and that's how they know. So it doesn't necessarily mean that even if you're not in communication with your masculine, you're not calling, you're not texting, whatever it is, also leaving somebody on red could be, all right, you post something on social media and, you've seen them looking at their stories and stuff. Either way, she knows that you are on your person's mind. That the reason why that they're running away, that there's a divorce, that there's something happening, there's a split, there's a breakup, is because they're thinking about you. And because they want to be with you. And now it's becoming such an obsession where they're willing to go as far as, hurting themselves or purposely making themselves sick or lying about being sick just to keep this person close. But from what I'm seeing, I don't think that this is going to work. That never works. And even if it does work, and for some of you, maybe it did work, and that's why we got that card of, just because I choose to stay doesn't have anything to do with you. I just kind of feel like this person needs to stay right now until whatever was drummed up can be cleared away. Burning evidence. Burning evidence. Burning evidence. Explain that a little bit more. Burning evidence. See, that brings me back to investigating. Okay, that brings me back to clearing the tracks. Like, I have to clear my tracks. Like, I had to delete my phone. What was that one? Try texting you, my karmic likes to start arguments. So where is that one? She wasn't going through my phone. I had to clear my tracks, burning evidence and investigating. So that also has something to do with it too. And maybe, maybe when your person messages you or texts you, they're at the gym. Because that's the only time that maybe they get time by themselves, or they're just doing something for themselves while they're working late or whatever it is. Like, I kind of feel like this masculine, at least when they're supposed to be someplace, like they're supposed to be at work, they're supposed to be at the gym, they're supposed to be at the doctor, whatever it is, wherever they're supposed to be, wherever they're allowed to be. I like to do this a lot, by the way, especially when you just see my hands. That's when they get the moment to text you back or to look at your pictures or to whatever it is. And this may be just something like very innocent, like, because I have a feeling that some of you are going to get a text like, hey, how was your day? Like, out of nowhere. And then you're going to be like, it was good. Hi, how are you? And then it's not going to be a long conversation. It's going to be like, I'm good. I'm just, just checking in to say what's up. Like, that's what it's going to be. And then you may not hear from this person for like 2-3 weeks. So if you're at that point, this is why, because they've had to delete, and sometimes when you're constantly being stressed out by the karmic and all this stuff, it's kind of hard to keep on lock what the conversation is. So don't go into like long paragraph conversations, stuff like that, unless it's being led to that. Because I don't feel like this masculine has that time. And you don't want to make assumptions in your head about how they're feeling or what they're doing. Like, that's what this is for, to give you insight as to what could possibly be happening. If this person only has 5, 10, 15 minutes after work before being questioned as to where they are, what took you so long, and then they constantly have to keep deleting their phone because somebody's investigating, they may not be able to remember what the conversation was. So just use the opportunity to gain the familiarity with each other. Think of like the type of energy that you would have with a crush, right? You look at them, you smile, you look away. You look at them, you smile, look away. Like, bring yourself back to Spirit saying, bring yourself back to that middle school crush, where it's kind of like, but keep it to yourself. Yeah, so-and-so, they texted me today, and yeah, they gave me a winky face or a smiley face or whatever, and I just get so excited to see this person, I just get so, just so excited and feel happy, feel that excitement, feel that happiness. Oh boy. That's for another day. Feel that excitement and feel that happiness of that crush type of energy, where you're just kind of putting the feelers out there, you're fantasizing about it, you're wondering what it would be like, all that type of stuff. Keep that good energy cord between the two of you, especially if the masculine is just reaching out just slightly. But just know that they just don't have the time to always answer you. And they may have to delete, the text or the messages before they even get a chance to answer you, because Snoop Dogg over here is snooping around. Anyway, I hope this helps. I have to get back to work. I just wanted to jump in and, check yourself and sick. Ugh, okay. So we're not even going to entertain any of that energy. Like, we just know that, check for yourself. This person investigate. This person may not be sick. And it's just the last few words of wisdom. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, and by the way, if you do find me on here and you want to book a private reading with me, make sure you tell me that you found my information on YouTube, so I know who I'm connecting with, so I know who you are, okay? Yeah. So if you want to book a private, all the information will be detailed below. But don't forget to smash that like button, hit the subscribe bell so you know when I post more videos, and I will see you guys again soon. Take care. Bye.